You're in time for a cracker of a story.
Oh god, it's about the chase. This is going to be boring. Change the channel.
Trust me, it's.
Go to BBC.
You're gonna be fucking livid. So there was a question on the chase yesterday, and it was how many Pokemon are there in Pokemon Go? And the answers were 51, 151, or 251. None of those are correct.
Yeah, none of them are correct. That's true.
If we're going from the time when the game came out, it was 146 or 145, around that percentage.
Is this meant to be an interesting story?
I can mute you.
We need an alarm, don't we? That sounds warn people when Stefan's about to tell a boring story.
The alarm should just be Rob going, ugh. Here we go.
It's like, I thought, I settled down. I got into it, like I got myself my drink. I was like, right, here we go, nice little story. As soon as you mentioned Pokemon, I was like, fuck.
I'm telling you, because we're doing a Pokemon stream. I thought it'd be
but I'm not
topic.
paying attention to that.
He's playing RuneScape.
Yeah,
He's playing RuneScape.
Oh my! So, Stefan, yeah, you were telling us an interesting story about how
they got the answer wrong on the chase.
Yeah, so she went with 251. The chaser went with 151. They said the correct answer was 151. None of those answers were correct. The closest answer would be 251 because they have the Johto and the Kanto Pokemon in Pokemon Go, but it's actually, I think, 246 because they don't have Ho-Oh, Lugia, Celebi.
They have Ho-Oh and Lugia.
They don't have Celebi, so they don't have all 151.
They don't have Celebi.
They don't have Delibird, and they don't have Smeargle, because they don't know how to implement the attacks yet. And I think they've only literally just added the legendary dog. So when this was filmed, it was way before that. So it absolutely still would not be correct.
They only just added raids, which has all of the legendaries bar Mew and Celebi.
Right. Okay. So that was very, very recent, and considering it aired yesterday, it would have been filmed long before that.
Yeah.
They went with 151, which has never been correct.
Sorry, I've just noticed you're fighting Cypher Peon Scrub.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Mosty's forehead detects a shadow Pokemon.
Oh god, I forgot I called him Musty.
Yeah, here's the thing. That woman, she was one question away from getting through that round. And she went with 251. They said it was 151. She was closer to the correct answer, though none of them were correct. She was closer. It should have been that one out of those three.
And then I wrote in to complain.
Yeah, you should write in to complain.
I have to Twitter. Close enough.
I'm going to hold up.
Yeah, I wrote to Twitter to tell them.
All of the world's problems by tweeting about it.
Is the chase on BBC or Channel
ITV.
4 or
ITV.
ITV. ITV complaints.
I was
Good.
scandalised to find you got an answer.
Contact us. Is there a phone number I can ring?
But here's the thing. She was one question away from getting through. Had she gotten that correct, she would have been through, and by rights, she should have had that correct. Because she was closer to the correct answer than the answer they said was correct. So she should have gone through. In the final chase, they were caught with literally 3 seconds remaining.
Oh.
So she didn't need to say anything. She just had to be there. That would have added one more question to be asked to the chaser. They would have gone away with £40,000 plus. But because they got the question wrong, they didn't. So I was scandalised.
Wait, hold on.
Okay, I'm just going to go grab my phone. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, God.
This is the prank call segment of the podcast.
Oh, God.
The podcast of a stream.
I mean,
it's basically a podcast
at
this point.
We might as well just... It's just a podcast.
I'm not watching the stream.
Right, I've got my phone.
This Hitmontop is just rinsing through my team.
Calling ITV. Please listen carefully to all of the following options.
Oh my God.
And note that calls may be recorded or monitored for quality and training purposes.
I'll put it back on speaker once I get through to someone.
Okay. What is going on? I just want to play Pokemon.
It's fine. Just play Pokemon.
All
You're the
right.
one who brought this up.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
think about the consequences to your actions.
For your sins.
I wanted to complain to you guys. I didn't want to complain to an official source. I'd done that on Twitter.
I think they might. Hang on. Yeah, they hung up on me.
What?
Well, this is ridiculous. I'm just annoyed. I'm going to call again.
Now you have 2 reasons to complain.
That calls may be recorded or monitored for quality and training purposes.
Well, they're not going to use this one.
If you'd like to speak to the Good Morning Britain or Rain Viewer Services
I want
team,
to speak to someone for. There we go.
ITV.team on 0330 123 9533. For
She's
all
fallen
other
asleep
viewer
while giving you the
services,
number.
please hold.
953.
Thanks for holding. A member of the Viewer Services team will be with you shortly.
All right, let's
Yeah, so now you get to listen to the old music. Which is
again.
like- always has that horrible fishbowl effect.
Services team are busy at the moment. Please hold to leave a message and remember to leave your full name and contact telephone number. Thanks for contacting IT.
I'll have to mute myself.
It sounds like he's talking to a
Hi,
5-year-old.
I just caught an episode of The Chase,
Oh.
and I feel like the contestant was robbed of, I think it was like 40 grand. So basically, there was a question about how many Pokemon there were in Pokemon Go. The answers being 51, 151, and 251 to choose from.
At no
None
point
of
were they
those were correct.
Never have any of them
She picked 251. And the chaser, the beast, I believe it was, said 151, and they said that 151 was correct. That's incorrect. 251 was closer to the correct answer than 151, and basically this woman was robbed of a bunch of money. So if you could get back to me, and maybe we can find some way of sorting her out and getting her that money, that would be great. So my name is Rob, and you can contact me.
He's muted. Good.
Okay, cheers. Thank you very much. Bye.
You were scandalised to find.
Lots of love. LOL.
There we go. Yep. There we go. Complaint made.
Jesus Christ.
It's a shame you had to leave a message.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
they are never going to get back to you over that.
No.
They're just going to hear that and be like, oh, for fuck's sake.
This is the 17th time today.
Who's this?
This fucking
Wait a
Rob, he's
sec.
such a nerd. When it was me complaining about it to begin with. Well, there we are.
Well, there we go. So,
In the meanwhile, has your entire team been taken out by this top?
Yeah, this bloody Hitmontop just keeps using Beyblade moves, and I can't get through it.
Poor old bastard.
I really hope I've made someone's day at the ITV complaint centre.
The thing is, though, they're probably thinking that was completely serious, and you're absolutely devastated.
I'm just...
Because think about the absolute nutcases who must phone in to these.
Oh my god, I know, right? I want to speak to Lorraine, please.
I've literally never seen it.
Oh, hang on.
Oh.
Hello, Robert speaking.
Hello, is that Robert?
It is, hello.
Yeah, my name's Pat. I'm ringing from ITV Viewer Services.
Hiya.
Jesus Christ.
With regards to your voicemail message and the Chase programme.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I can confirm that you've already had this inquiry sent into the department.
Okay,
We're
good.
waiting for a response to come back from the production office.
Oh, wonderful.
So if you want to sort of add yours to the list, you have to send an email in, and once we get the response, we can get that sent out to you.
Okay, that would be great. Thank you. I understand I sounded really livid on the message. It really took me by great surprise that this has happened, and I just felt like this poor woman lost out on a load of money. Obviously.
Okay.
Yeah. So but I appreciate your call back. I know it's no fun working kind of with irate people, so I apologise if I sounded particularly devastated. But yeah, no. Thank you for your call. I'll make sure to email in so my name can get added to that list of people.
Okay. Do you have our email address?
Yeah, I believe I've got it right here. Is that?
Services?
Yeah, Viewer Services at ITV.
That's right.
I've muted him in case he's going to give out his email, but what the fuck is going going on? Okay, we're going to rejoin and see if... Okay.
Just as we were saying, think about the complete nutcases who...
Yeah, I felt really bad for her. As soon as she called back, I was like, oh my god, she must fucking hate me.
She listened to that, she's like, oh god, another one!
Jesus fucking Christ!
Pokemon Go!
Oh, fuck me. Right, I'm going to send an email now.
Wow.
We need to set up like a Facebook group or something. Justice.
Justice
Pam.
for that lady.
Oh, fuck. Alright, in the Twitch chat, email that if you would like to complain. If you'd like to complain about this woman losing out on 40 grand. Oh wait, were you not here for that, Pewd? All right, okay. So basically, what happened was I got a call back just now from Pam from ITV Services.
Shout out to Pam.
Shout out to Pam, who I think has been dealing with these calls all day because she sounded really pissed off that she was getting another one. And like she said that this isn't the first time that people have complained. Like, oh, fuck me, I'm sorry, Pam. Like, I know I sounded angry, but like I didn't really mean it. But if you'd like to complain, it's justice for poor Pam as well, who has to deal with people like me calling her up. Yeah. So if you'd like to complain about the chase. You got to email viewerservices@itv.com. Tell them that they're wrong. I'll post it in Discord as well. There we go.
Well, this has been incredible.
Add your names to that list.
I just wanted to have a complaint.
Think about the consequences of your actions next time.
I'm just walking backwards and forwards. I don't know where I'm not paying attention at all.
Yeah, and if you want to join the campaign, here's the official website.
Pam.ru.
just registered that domain.
My God. So what I was going to say was the governess, who's one of the chasers on it, responded on Twitter to some of the people saying that they have hundreds of shows in the can that haven't been edited yet, so it could have happened last
Pokemon
year.
Go. Woman robbed of 40 grand is my subject line. Actually,
write it as clickbaity as possible.
Yeah, I have. So I put the chase : woman robbed of 40 grand.
You won't believe what happened next.
You won't believe my complaint.
They won't be airing that episode again.
A bitter afternoon to you.
We've got to get a copy of
madam.
this from the ITV hub before it's never seen again.
A bitter afternoon to you, sir/madam. I would like to raise a complaint over the atrocious display.
Oh. The ludicrous display last night.
I bore witness to on the chase. Pam, brackets, possibly not her real name.
It's not a real name.
Was utterly robbed, in caps.
She was disgraced.
Was utterly disgraced.
This is too angry. Like the real people are dealing with this for a living, so make sure you end it with lots of love or something.
Lots of kisses.
Yeah.
The thing is, this will be exactly the kind of email they get.
All I'm saying is, remember, someone is going to have to read this and deal with it.
Was utterly disgraced.
Remember Poe's law.
Poe's law.
Remember Poe's law.
That's a good point. Poe's law is
Wait.
an adage of internet culture stating that without a clear indicator of the author's intent, it is impossible to create a parody of extreme views so obviously exaggerated that it cannot be mistaken by some readers or viewers as a sin ellipsis.
Without a winking or smiley or other blatant display of humour is to parody a creationist in such a way that someone won't mistake for the genuine article. Yeah.
Yeah, so you've got to end this with :P or something.
I recognise it's not your fault. I love you. Goodbye.
Lots of love.
Looking forward to hearing from you.
I'm just getting back. Please don't spam this email address.
Looking forward to hearing from you. Yours sincerely, Napoleon Bonaparte, the Moon.
Question.
No matter when they say it was filmed, all three answers are still wrong. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
That is true. At no
Yeah.
point have any of those answers been correct. The closest is 251 because all the Pokemon are in the game, they're not available. But you can... Well, some clever people can, rip the models from the game. The models are in the game, but many Pokemon aren't available. 251
Yes.
is the closest to being correct, but is not correct.
In the aforementioned question, Pam, possibly not her real name.
Let's not use Pam because you've just spoken to Pam.
Okay, fine.
Mosty.
This lady, possibly not her real name,
The gentlewoman in question.
the gentlewoman in question. Yeah.
Hashtag justice for Pam. Okay, I'm going to use that for the stream announcements from now on. Stream's going live in an hour. Hashtag justice for Pam.
We will not rest until Pam gets justice.
And was asked to pick a correct one.
This is how the game show works.
No. She was presented with 3 incorrect answers and
okay.
was asked to pick a correct one.
Alright, I just heard was presented with 3 answers and forced to pick one.
The question was presented thus.
Without explaining it, immediately just follow up with these answers by saying, as you can see, people are livid.
As you can quite imagine, my lividity is uncalculable.
That's perfect.
Oh, apparently she's actually called Sophie.
Okay. One question about the app Pokémon Go, which took the country by storm when it was released last year, stopped viewers in their tracks. When the episode's chosen chaser, Mark Labbett, also known as the Beast, was thrilled to get the question about how many different Pokemon there were in the game, fans were unimpressed by Sophie, who was told she'd answered incorrectly with 151. Tweeting up a storm, viewers slammed the series for apparently getting their facts wrong. Notice how express.co.uk very hands-off says apparently getting it wrong. Brackets, they don't know.
Well, I was going to ask what did I miss while I was away, but you haven't actually...
Boy, you fucking howdy.
I got a phone call back.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
See, 251. All of these answers are incorrect. My lividity is incalculable.
My anger knows no bounds.
I writhe in my pit of effervescence. Trying to silence the angry fans, another person explains must have been filmed before Gen 2 came out, so the answer should have been 146, as the Legendaries and Mew/Mewtwo weren't released. Also Ditto, they failed to...
Poor Sophie was robbed.
Scandalised.
Was scandalised.
How long is this email?
Was swindled.
Quite long at this point. Was scandalized, swindled, and hoodwinked.
Hope this email reaches you well.
Joy.
Yours faithfully,
Her money.
Pokemon number 69.
Sign it, Professor Elm.
Lots of love.
John Elm, PhD.
Oh, no, what's the name of the
I hope you have
best from Pokemon Go?
a lovely evening.
Oh, it was. I don't
Willow?
know. Willow. That sounds.
Lots of
reasonable.
love.
LOL.
Professor Willow.
Lots of love.
P.S. Are you a boy or a girl?
Professor Oak. XOXO. Okay, so.
Yes, Samuel Oak, PhD.
Prof. Samuel
I mean,
Oak.
it does seem like we're taking the mickey, but in fairness, if this question had been done correctly, poor Sophie/Pam would have been in the running for £40,000.
Yeah.
The chaser got them literally with 3 seconds. Had she been in the final and said fuck all, they'd have won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my viewer reads. My email reads to viewer services at ITV. Basically, I got back from Pam, who was the unfortunate person who had to deal with me and my outrage.
And everyone else's outrage for the day.
Everyone else's outrage. She sounded really fucking fed up that that she was dealing with another Pokemon call. So I was told that I have to write an email for it to be recognised as a complaint. So I've written the header as a clickbait. So it's the chase : woman robbed of 40 grand.
Pokemon trainers hate him.
Pokemon trainers.
But it should be like robbed by the chaser. Pokemon trainers hate him.
Won't believe
Perfect.
your poke eyes.
That sounds awful. Perfect.
A bitter afternoon to you, sir/madam. I would like to raise a complaint over the atrocious display I bore witness to on the chase. Sophie, possibly not her real name, was utterly disgraced when answering a question regarding the hit exercise-based mobile video game Pokémon Go. In the aforementioned question, Sophie, possibly not her real name, was presented with 3 incorrect answers and asked to pick a correct one! ! To show my true outrage. The question was presented thus. How many Pokemon are there in Pokemon Go? A, 51, B, 151, C, 251. All of these answers are incorrect. My lividity is incalculable. Poor Sophie was scandalized, swindled, and hoodwinked out of her money. I hope you have a lovely evening. Lots of love, Professor Samuel Oak, PhD, XOXO.
P.S. Are you a boy or a girl?
Yes, are you a boy or a girl? That's good.
P.S. Can you remember my grandson's name?
P.S. What is my grandson called? And send. Here we go.
Oh my god.
Top banana.
Fantastic.
So,
I
Michael,
sent this from my legitimate email address as well, accidentally.
which is?
Fuck. Which is 123 sextits at bondage.net.
Justice for Pam at AOL.com.
Justice for
Best stream ever. Thank you, Pew. We hope people are enjoying this nonsense.
What's going on in Pokemon Colosseum? Does it even matter?
I'm currently... Well, I guess it doesn't really.